What you're looking at here is a crude target that I've rigged up to try out the glue slugs that I was making. And this thing is nothing more than plywood in 3 different thicknesses, if you can see. We've got a 3/4 inch piece here, here, and here. So I'll try for penetration on all 3 levels if I'm good enough to hit it at 10 yards with that thing. I don't know that I'm steady enough anymore to make a controlled shot. I just don't shoot like I used to. But this is really a crude target. I mean, it's just rigged up for the occasion, and we'll see what we can do with it. Okay, what you're looking at there is the target that I showed you a minute ago. I'll get set up and put a couple of rounds in a second. Thing may blow that target over, but I'm going to put a glued slug, hopefully, in that bullseye from here. There's 5 rounds in it. I jerked one of them. Let's see if I can prop the target back up. I think I got one more glued slug here. We'll see what it'll do. Okay, gun's cleared. See what it looks like down there. Well, as you can see, there's holes in the front, and hopefully you can see that those glued slugs not only penetrated but just blew hell out of that 3 layers of 3/4 inch plywood. I'd say that's a pretty deadly round. And I can see a few separate number 8 shot where they penetrated the wood there, but the slug held together real well. This one here is where I jerked a shot. A better look at that wooden target. You say this thing was pretty well beat to death, but I'll show you the back side. That damage was done. Well, I put some solids in there too, but the damage was done. It went through 3 layers of 3/4 inch plywood. 17 years of work with a glue slug. So there you have it. By the way, the confusion between you and Jay. There were a couple of things that happened that I guess you got to be careful of if you're going to fool around with these things. Now, this shell casing here, I don't understand what happened there. That's a Remington shell casing, and it was one that I had cut off for solid slug mounting. You can see, I think, here in the light, that it's just a hollow tube now, but the brass is missing off of it. The brass separated from the hull inside the shotgun, and I've never seen that happen before. So the next round when I pumped it in there, it wouldn't chamber, and that's when I found that this thing was not the brass was in the chamber, or in the loading, whatever you want to call it there, the part that basically the breech of the gun, where the shell comes up from the magazine and is rammed into the chamber. I got to looking and cleared the gun and looked down the barrel, and there this damn thing was lodged in the barrel. So it was something that could get you in trouble if you weren't paying attention. Now this other thing here, this was a load of this was a buckshot load, and I realized I loaded these up on the bench a couple of nights ago. When I got through loading them, I realized that there was a powder charge lying on the workbench, where it fits down inside this brass, which made me understand immediately that I had loaded one of these shotgun shells without a powder charge. So I took that whole bunch. There were, I don't know, 18 or 20, and I kept them separated because I didn't know which one it was. And when I went out there, I just fired these until I hit the dud, and it punched the cap punched the slug out of the barrel, but the wadding was still in the barrel. So I knew what I was looking for, and I found it just by firing off all the rounds. But you don't want anything like that in your barrel, firing another shot, blow your gun up. So anyway, just pay attention if you're going to mess with this stuff, I guess.